Hi everyone, welcome back. So today we are solving one of the most confusing things beginners face in Kotlin. And honestly, even experienced developers mess this up sometimes. Yep. We are talking about double equals and triple equals in Kotlin. I mean, it sounds simple, right? Like try staying until the end and your brain will thank you later. For sure, guys, for sure. So here's the plan. First, I'll show you what these operators actually compare, okay, the double and the triple equals. Then we will check how the data classes behave and the surprise plot twist with regular classes. What would the difference between the data class and the regular classes, how these equals, double or triple will behave in both of the classes, and of course some live code in Android Studio. All right, so let's begin. Okay, so first up, double equals. Okay, so when you see double equals, right, that is nothing but the structural equality. Kotlin is basically asking, do these two things have the same content, same values, or the same data inside? Behind the scenes, Kotlin calls equals method. All right, so think of it like comparing two cups of coffee. They may look the same even if they're not the exact same cup. Okay, like for example, well a equals to hello, well b equals to hello, so print a and b, it may be equals. All right, now let's talk about the triple equals. Okay, and guys, this is the strict one. Okay, so this one says, are you literally the same object in memory, the same address, or the same instance? Think of it like this. For example, if two people have the same favorite color, right, then that's double equal. Okay, but if two IDs refer to the same exact person, then it is triple equals. I'll repeat it again. If two people have same favorite color, then that is called as double equals, or that is considered as double equals. But if there are two IDs that refers to the same exact person, then that is considered as a triple equals. That is nothing but the referential equality. Okay, so why this a triple equals b is true here? Because Kotlin internally interns string literals. They point to the same memory location, but don't depend on this behavior. Okay, it's not universal for all the objects. It is not necessary that always a triple equals b will always be true. Okay, now let's go and see the data class magic. Okay, let's bring the data class. So data classes comes with built-in equals method, as I've mentioned earlier. That means the double equals works out of the box and compares the property values. Okay, let's say this is a data class user which has well int that id as an integer value and name as string value. Now val user1 equals to user, where I'm passing 1 and the name as Alex. In user2 I'm passing 1 as the value and the name Alex as the integer. Now print 1 u1 equals u2, it is going to be true, and print ln u1 triple equals to, that is going to be false. Why? As I've mentioned just now, the data class, they internally calls equals method. It internally overrides equal methods, which is going to check the equality of the objects or the content that you're passing in the parameters. Since both the user objects has the same data 1 1 and the same name Alex, that is the reason it is going to return you true always. But at the same time, if we are trying to compare the reference object u1 triple equals u2, that is going to be false, because they both have been stored in a different memory. Okay, so but I mean they are two separate objects. Okay, so that is the reason the triple equals is false. Think of identical twins, same features, but two different humans. Okay, now let's see, here's where the newcomers get ambushed. Like if you have a regular class, then the double equals will behave exactly like triple equals. Okay, like there is a class called person that has a name string. Now I create an object P1 which has John, and then P2 which is again having the same string, that is John. Now when I'm trying to print P1 double equals P2, this is going to return be false. Surprise, right? The earlier thing, if I had the same method and the same objects, the same content, it was returning true. But in the case of non-data class, if I am having the same content, it is still returning me false. Why? Because non-data class, they don't override equals method, and therefore even though both persons have the same name, but they will say it is not equal, because Kotlin compares the memory, not the data. Okay, until you override equals manually by yourself, either you override manually or you make use of a data class. In that case only it will just compare the content, not the memory. And of course P1 triple equals P2 is again going to be false, because of course they are two different objects, right? They've been stored in different memory. Now that is the quick summary. So the double equals operator, it is a structural equality that basically checks for the same content only if we are overriding the equals method by ourselves, or we are using the data class which internally calls equal methods by default. And this triple equals operator, it is nothing but a referential equality, that is the same object. Okay, so I guess that's pretty much for today, guys. I know, now you are officially understand the topic that confuses half the Kotlin world. If this video has helped you, give a like and a subscribe to this channel, and let me know what Kotlin topic you want me to prepare and come up with next. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.